Welcome to the deep dive. You sent us your sources, and while we dig through them to bring you the key insights, think of it as your express lane to getting well informed.
Yeah, your quick download.
Exactly. Today, we're plunging into DLB-05 Iron Shirt Qigong Ai by Mantak Chia, a book that's got a lot more going on than just flexing muscles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got Chia's foundational guide to Iron Shirt Qigong, and our aim is to, extract the core principles and practices for you. We know you come from all sorts of backgrounds, so we're focusing on those aha moments
Right.
that make sense whether you're deep into wellness or maybe just scratching the surface of Eastern practices.
Iron Shirt Qigong, it sounds like something out of a kung fu movie, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
But what's fascinating from the get-go is Chia's background. This isn't some isolated technique. He's studied, everything from Thai boxing to yoga, Aikido, and a whole range of Tai Chi styles with masters like Master Lu, Master Yi Eng, Master Muji, Master Cheng Yao Lun, and Master Pan Yu.
Wow, quite the list.
Plus, he's got a grounding in Western anatomy. It's this blend that feels really unique, you know?
That synthesis is absolutely crucial. He's taking these ancient Taoist practices and martial arts principles and explaining them through a lens that incorporates our modern understanding of the body.
Yeah.
Gives his work a very well-grounded feel.
And this book, Iron Shirt Qigong Yi, it's just one piece of a much larger system, isn't it?
Right.
It's part of Chia's Universal Tao, which apparently includes around 35 books.
35, that's a lot.
It is. He mentions that while you can explore each practice on its own, they really complement each other. He even calls out the microcosmic orbit meditation, detailed in another book, as being fundamental to everything.
The microcosmic orbit, that comes up a lot.
Think of the Universal Tao system like a comprehensive toolkit, and this book is introducing you to some of the essential instruments.
That's a great way to put it. While we're zoning in on Iron Shirt Eye today, it's helpful to know it fits within this broader framework of interconnected practices.
Okay, so what's the real mission here? What does Iron Shirt Qigong I aim to achieve beyond just, looking like you could stop a bullet?
Well, the core goal is about building strength from the inside out. The book focuses on conditioning the fasciae, those connective tissues that wrap around our organs and glands,
Right. The fact.
as well as the organs themselves, the tendons, and even down to the bones and bone marrow. It's about creating a deep structural resilience that goes way beyond just surface muscle.
Let's dig into that internal focus then, starting with what the book calls the origin of iron shirt breathing. It talks about how we breathe when we're in the womb. That really caught my attention.
What's truly interesting is the Taoist understanding of our very first way of breathing. They propose that in the womb, we naturally use iron shirt packing breathing. The life force energy, or qi, enters through the umbilical cord to the navel.
Mm-hmm.
From there, it flows along a specific pathway down to the perineum, up the back along the spine to the head, and then down the front of the body. This, as you pointed out, is the microcosmic orbit.
So it's like we're naturally wired for that.
It's like we're naturally designed for this deep internal connection to energy, yeah.
Right, and then birth happens, and our breathing mechanics shift as we start using our lungs. The book mentions that initially our abdomen still plays a big role in breathing through the diaphragm's movement.
Yes, because the diaphragm is located close to that original energy center at the navel, it's more actively involved in early breathing. It pulls downwards, allowing the lower lungs to fill more completely. This is presented as a more energy-efficient way to draw in life force.
But as we get older, a lot of us end up with shallow chest breathing, right? The book paints that as pretty inefficient.
It does indeed. Shallow chest breathing, which uses only the upper part of our lungs, requires more effort to expand the rib cage, but takes in less oxygen.
That's not good.
No. The book even notes that scientific studies show we often use only a small fraction of our total lung capacity. This kind of breathing actually drains more energy than it generates, potentially leading to a feeling of internal weakness.
So the iron shirt breathing is about returning to that deeper abdominal breathing.
Exactly.
And the book says this puts more pressure on the organs, which helps to strengthen them. It's like giving them a gentle internal workout with each breath.
Precisely. By consciously engaging the diaphragm and allowing the abdomen to expand fully with each inhale, we create an internal pressure that exercises and strengthens the organs through this rhythmic compression and release.
Okay, that sets the stage for the core principles. The book really emphasizes energizing the fasciae. Why is that so significant?
What's fascinating here is the Taoist understanding of fascia is more than just passive wrapping tissue. Iron Shirt Qigong aims to infuse the fasciae which surround all our organs and glands with vital energy. Think of them as energy-storing reservoirs, not just structural support.
So it's active tissue.
In this view, yes. And this does more than just hold things together, right? It's about strengthening and detoxifying the organs and even converting fat into chi energy that gets stored in these fasciae layers.
Oh yeah, the book uses this great image of an egg cushioned safely within multiple air-filled balloons.
Exactly. The chi-filled fasciae act like those balloons, providing a resilient and energetic buffer for the delicate organs. When the fasciae are charged with chi, they can better withstand external pressures and help the organs maintain their health and optimal function.
And this process also helps the body tap into stored fat as an energy source.
It's a very efficient system, yeah.
The book also touches on some broader benefits, things like improving hormone flow, boosting the immune system, and even transforming sexual energy into spiritual energy. That sounds like it taps into some deep internal processes.
If we connect this to the larger framework of Taoist philosophy, the cultivation and transformation of these fundamental energies is a central theme. Iron Shirt is presented as a way to enhance these natural bodily processes, leading to a more balanced and vital state on multiple levels.
And it's really distinct from just going to the gym and building muscle, isn't it? The focus
Yeah.
is so internal fasciae, organs, tendons, bones, even bone marrow.
That's a key distinction to make. While increased muscular strength might be a side effect, the primary focus is on these deeper structural and energetic components of the body.
Yeah.
It's about building a robust internal framework rather than just a superficial outer layer.
Right, not just the beach muscles.
Exactly.
The book then outlines 3 levels of Iron Shirt training: physical, emotional, soul, and spiritual. Let's briefly touch on each. At the physical level, what's the main goal?
At the physical level, the initial focus is on achieving proper structural alignment. This is crucial for allowing qi to flow smoothly and for creating enough space for the organs to function optimally.
Okay, alignment first.
Yeah. It also involves developing the chi belt, which acts as a vital energetic link between the upper and lower body. Then comes detoxifying and energizing the organs through qi packing, using the fasciae as storage for this energy instead of just fat.
Storing energy in the fasciae. Interesting.
Establishing a deep connection to the earth, or rooting, and ultimately generating a higher quality of qi. So it's a comprehensive internal restructuring.
Okay, and then at the emotional or soul level, what's the focus there?
This level delves into the conscious manipulation and transformation of your internal energy. It's about learning to condense and control the qi you've cultivated, converting negative emotional energies into positive ones.
Oh, the emotional alchemy aspect.
And even forming a qi ball, a concentrated sphere of energy that you can direct and utilize. The ultimate aim at this level is to develop a more refined and resilient energetic body.
And finally, the spiritual level. That sounds like the most advanced stage of practice.
Yes, the spiritual level builds upon the groundwork laid in the physical and emotional stages. It's about further condensing and refining your qi to create a stable spiritual anchor, what the book metaphorically calls an earth control tower.
Earth control tower.
This is presented as a vital foundation for the spirit's journey and development. So you see, it's a very layered and progressive practice.
All right, so before you can get to any of those advanced stages, you've got to nail the basics. The book spends a good amount of time on initial preparations, especially focusing on breathing and relaxation. And it really emphasizes controlling the mind rather than just forcing things physically.
That emphasis on mindful intention is absolutely fundamental to all Qigong practices. It's not about brute strength or strain. It's about gently guiding the energy with your focused awareness.
Let's talk about these initial breathing techniques. First up is abdominal breathing. Chest stays relaxed, and you're drawing air deep into the abdomen, which expands outwards in all directions, front, back, and sides.
Exactly. The diaphragm lowers, creating increased space and pressure within the abdominal cavity. It's a full, deep breath that not only oxygenates the body more efficiently, but also provides a gentle massage to the internal organs.
Then there's reverse breathing, which sounds a little counterintuitive. You inhale, and the organs and diaphragm are actually pushed up.
Yeah, it feels backwards at first.
Though the book notes that with practice, you can learn to control the diaphragm to keep it lower even during this reverse breath.
What's intriguing here is the subtle interplay of internal pressure and organ movement. While it might seem opposite to our usual breathing pattern, reverse breathing is used in Iron Shirt to develop a more refined control over these internal dynamics.
And then we get to the packing process, which is all about creating air pressure in a small space within the abdomen. The goal is to expand the abdomen not just forward, but in a 360-degree way, almost like inflating a balloon.
Uh-huh.
Think of it like the contained pressure in a slightly inflated tire, not rock hard, but firm and supportive.
The analogy of the abdomen becoming round like a ball really captures the essence of this technique. It's about maximizing internal pressure and building a strong, resilient core.
Building on that is building chi pressure. This involves a partial inhale along with some specific muscle contractions, the pelvic floor, the urogenital diaphragm, even tightening the anus.
A lot going on down there.
Yeah. And then consciously focusing on packing chin around each kidney individually while gently pulling in the corresponding side of the abdomen. That sounds like it requires a very high degree of focus and internal awareness.
It does indeed. This stage is about developing a very precise control over the internal musculature and learning to direct the breath and energy to specific areas, starting with the kidneys, which are considered vital energy centers in Taoist practice.
The book even describes doing lying down exercises to really get a feel for abdominal breathing,
Makes sense. Take gravity out.
and then progressing to using a slant board and even adding weight to increase the level of control.
These variations help to isolate the action of the diaphragm and abdominal muscles, allowing for a more focused development of the breathing technique. The added resistance from the weight further strengthens these muscles and enhances conscious control.
And then there's strengthening through counterpressure, working with a partner, or even using a wooden dowel against a wall to apply pressure to points like the solar plexus and navel while you inhale and direct your diaphragm to create a counterpressure.
That sounds intense.
But like a great way to build internal resilience, right?
Yeah, this practice helps you to engage your internal strength and learn to withstand external forces, which is a direct application of the iron shirt principle of internal protection and stability.
The book also makes a point of emphasizing practicing abdominal breathing in a standing position, even though it's more challenging, as a way to specifically strengthen the abdominal fascia.
Standing engages a broader range of muscles, including the fasciae that support the organs against gravity. Mastering abdominal breathing in this upright posture is a crucial step in integrating it into the more active iron shirt stances.
Finally, in these initial preparations, there's the concept of getting energy to abdomen by training the mind to direct it. Once you've got the breathing down, you're consciously focusing your attention and intention on sending qi to different areas of the abdomen, specific organs and glands.
Mind over matter. This area.
Exactly. The book says that qi tends to follow your focus, creating an internal cushion of energy. That's a powerful idea about the mind-body connection.
It truly highlights the intimate and powerful connection between the mind and the body's energy system in Taoist practice. By directing your mental focus and intention to a specific region, you can influence the flow of qi to that area, providing both energetic nourishment and a sense of internal support and protection.
Moving on, the book introduces the cranial, respiratory, and sacral pump functions. This delves into the cerebrospinal fluid and the Taoist perspective on the sacral and cranial pumps that help circulate it.
What's truly fascinating here is this Taoist understanding of the body's subtle fluid dynamics. They view the sacrum and the cranium as having a rhythmic, pumping-like action that aids in the circulation of the cerebrospinal fluid,
CSF, yeah.
which plays a vital role in cushioning and nourishing the nervous system.
The sacral pump is described as being linked to the transformation of sexual energy upwards and is activated by a specific tilting of the sacrum backwards.
Yes, in Taoist philosophy, the sacrum is considered a key energy center, and this gentle tilting motion is believed to help transmute and direct sexual energy upwards along the spine, transforming it into more refined forms of energy.
And the cranial pump, located in the upper neck and head, involves the 8 cranial bones and is activated through a combination of mental focus, subtle muscle actions, teeth clenching, neck tightening, and even the position of the tongue on the palate.
Wow, that sounds complicated.
It sounds like a very integrated full-body engagement, doesn't it?
It is a multifaceted activation, engaging both subtle physical movements and focused mental intention to stimulate the cranial pump, and thereby enhance the circulation of cerebrospinal fluid within the head and upper neck.
Next, we have a brief but important mention of the microcosmic orbit meditation. We touched on it earlier, but the book reiterates its fundamental role in circulating qi along the Ren-and-Du light channels the front and back midlines of the body. Think of it as your body's primary energy highway.
This meditation is considered a cornerstone practice within the entire universal Tao system. It's about establishing a continuous and smooth loop for the flow of qi throughout the torso and head.
Like an energy circuit.
Exactly. And the book emphasizes the importance of relaxation and gently focusing on the sensation of the energy as it moves, rather than just trying to visualize it.
It's presented as absolutely essential for not only iron shirt practice, but also for higher level Taoist techniques and even for promoting longevity and aiding in the healing process. That's a pretty profound statement about its importance.
It is.
This fundamental energy loop, like a closed circuit system, aims to boost overall vitality and even slow aging.
It truly underscores the central role of the microcosmic orbit in maintaining health and vitality according to Taoist principles. An open and freely flowing energy circulation is seen as crucial for long-term well-being and resilience.
Now we move into the physical postures, starting with embracing the tree, often referred to as the master stance.
Ah, yes, the classic stance.
The book says this posture helps to integrate all the body's structures and tendons into a unified system, and it's best approached step by step after you've become comfortable with the horse stance against a wall.
Good advice. Start simple.
Embracing the tree is a cornerstone of iron shirt practice, a static posture that, when done correctly, really harmonizes physical alignment and energy flow.
Exactly. The wall provides an initial point of reference and crucial feedback for establishing the correct alignment before you move into the unsupported stance.
The description of the correct stance is incredibly detailed, covering everything from the precise angle of your feet to the degree of knee bend, the subtle tilt of your pelvis, the alignment of your spine, and even the position of your head. It sounds like every millimeter matters.
That level of detail is essential for ensuring the proper structural foundation that allows energy to flow efficiently and for the posture to deliver its intended benefits. Each element of the stance works in concert to create this integrated framework.
Then there's the concept of rooting of the feet, learning to surrender to gravity while actively maintaining your structural alignment.
Grounding.
Yeah. The soles of the feet, particularly the K1 acupressure point, are seen as entry points for the Earth's healing energy, and the book emphasizes the need for even contact across 9 specific points on each foot.
9 points, that's specific.
It even draws a connection between the big toes and thumbs and the little toes and pinky fingers as a way to enhance this rooting power. That's a fascinating connection between seemingly disparate parts of the body.
It really is.
Think of it as becoming deeply anchored, not just physically stable, but also mentally and emotionally grounded, making you less susceptible to external stressors.
It truly highlights the interconnectedness of the body and the importance of establishing a solid connection with the ground, both physically and energetically. The visualization of roots extending down into the earth further enhances this grounding effect.
Elongation of the spine involves sinking slightly into the knees while consciously feeling the sacrum drawing downwards and the crown of the head stretching upwards, all while keeping the spine erect.
Creating space.
The goal is to create more space for the nervous system and the flow of fluids. It's like you're gently lengthening your spine from both ends simultaneously.
This gentle traction helps to decompress the spine, allowing for improved circulation of both qi and cerebrospinal fluid, and contributes to better overall posture.
Then we have the 3 chai circles, which are described as ways to connect different parts of the body energetically. The first circle involves the arms and scapulae, emphasizing rounded shoulder blades, a relaxed but open chest, and a spiraling sensation of energy through the forearms.
Like making a circle with your arms?
Sort of, yeah. Imagine your arms and shoulders becoming a unified wheel, allowing energy to flow smoothly without any kinks.
This first circle focuses on integrating the upper limbs with the torso, promoting a sense of openness across the chest and shoulders, and facilitating a smoother flow of energy down through the arms.
The second chai circle links the scapulae and the spine, with the thumbs pointing upwards to create an energetic connection with the big toes.
Thumbs and big toes, okay.
A gentle tightening of the front of the body, and a spiraling of energy through the arms and fingers. This connection is even said to help activate the cranial pump.
This second circle deepens the energetic connection between the upper body and the spine, really emphasizing the role of the hands and feet as integral parts of the overall energetic circuit.
And the third chai circle connects the spine and the sacrum. It's referred to as the spinal bow, involving a gentle pushing out of the C7 vertebra from the sternum and the subtle locking of the hips, stretching the spine like a flexed bow.
The spinal bow.
The book also mentions pushing the sacrum out slightly, without moving the hips, to further activate the sacral pump and the importance of pelvic differentiation for generating power in the hips.
This third circle focuses on the critical connection between the spine and the pelvis, highlighting the activation of the sacral pump and the role of pelvic mobility in generating internal power and stability.
After all that detailed explanation, the book then provides a practical procedure for actually performing the embracing the tree stance, which brings together all of these individual elements into a cohesive whole.
Good, step by step.
Ah.
This section serves as a guide, allowing you to integrate all the previously discussed components of the stance into a unified and functional practice.
We also encounter perineum power, which involves a conscious contraction of the anus and the muscles of the pelvic floor to draw energy upwards. That seems to be a recurring and important energetic action in these practices.
The perineum is considered a vital gateway for energy in Taoist practices, and these specific contractions help to seal in and direct the cultivated energy upwards along the central channels of the body, like an internal lock.
An energy lock, right. And then there's the bone breathing process where you visualize inhaling and exhaling as if the breath is flowing through your fingers and toes with the intention of cleansing the bone marrow.
Breathing through your bones.
Wow. It's described as a two-stage process. First, drawing energy inwards through the extremities, and then exhaling out. Think of it like visualizing your breath reaching every corner of your being, right down to the very structure of your bones, like a deep internal cleansing.
This more advanced technique is believed to cleanse and revitalize the bone marrow, which in Taoist thought is considered a fundamental source of vital life force within the body. The visualization of breathing through the extremities helps to facilitate this energetic exchange.
Finally, within the embracing the tree section, there's the power exercise, also known as dynamic tension, where you consciously tense and then relax specific muscle groups throughout the body,
Tense and release.
all while focusing on releasing any negative emotions and cultivating positive ones. It's like a combined physical and emotional release in one practice.
This exercise beautifully integrates physical engagement with emotional release, promoting a holistic sense of well-being and strengthening the crucial connection between the mind and the body.
Moving beyond just holding the stance, the book emphasizes rooting practice as the very foundation of the entire universal Tao system. It's about cultivating a deeper sense of connection to the earth and feeling more balanced and stable in your daily life.
Rooting is considered absolutely essential for establishing stability, improving balance, and tapping into the Earth's inherent energy. It's not just a physical skill, but also a vital, energetic, and even spiritual connection.
The book describes various partner pushing exercises, where your partner applies pressure against specific points on your spine, the sacrum, T11, C7, and the base of the skull to help you strengthen and link these key energetic centers.
Partner work seems really important here.
It seems so. It's all about learning how to effectively transfer force down into the ground.
These partner exercises provide invaluable proprioceptive feedback, allowing you to physically feel where your structure might be weak and to learn how to engage the correct muscles for optimal stability and efficient force transmission.
It's interesting that the book points out that a weak spine often has its roots in weak internal organs,
Ah, that connection again.
and that iron shirt practice can help to break this negative cycle. That's a really insightful perspective on the interconnectedness of our internal systems.
It truly highlights the holistic approach of Iron Shirt, which aims to address the underlying causes of structural imbalances by simultaneously strengthening the internal organs and improving the overall circulation of energy throughout the body.
There are also specific partner exercises outlined for strengthening the sacral pump, the T11 vertebra, the C7 vertebra, and even the cranial pump using gentle resistance from your partner.
So having a knowledgeable partner would be really beneficial. It offers crucial external feedback, allowing you to gain a clearer sense of your body's alignment and to learn how to engage the necessary muscles for greater stability and power.
And the principle of rooting is illustrated with a great visual analogy, like a stick planted at a 45-degree angle, efficiently transferring any force down into the earth.
That's a very effective image for understanding the optimal alignment needed to effectively channel external forces into the ground, emphasizing the importance of proper body mechanics in cultivating a strong root.
After all this intensive practice, the book stresses the importance of collecting shy energy.
The cool down, right?
Yeah. It recommends standing silently, focusing your attention on the navel area, and gently stroking the chest downwards to prevent any energy congestion.
This cool down phase is essential for integrating the energy that has been generated and circulated during the practice and for preventing any stagnation or imbalances within the body.
The microcosmic orbit meditation is once again recommended as a beneficial practice to do after iron shirt to help direct the accumulated energy downwards from the head and chest into the navel.
Bring it all back to the center.
And the book describes both sitting and standing positions for this energy collection phase, including specific hand placements over the navel.
This reinforces the importance of circulating and then storing the cultivated energy in the lower dantian, the area around the navel, which is considered the body's primary reservoir of vital energy in Taoist practice.
Then we move into specific postures like holding the golden urn, which has both yang palms down and yin palms up, thumbs pulled back variations, all based on the horse stance with inward pointing toes and locked knees.
Horse stance again.
Yeah, with a focus on the energetic connection between the thumbs and big toes and the little fingers and little toes.
These postures build upon the fundamental stability of the horse stance, focusing on activating different energetic pathways in the arms and hands and further strengthening the body's structure and internal energy flow.
There are also postures like golden turtle immersing in water and water buffalo emerging from the water, which involve bending forward and hooking your elbows around your legs.
Forward bends.
The key emphasis here is on protecting the back while gently stretching the spine. These forward bends are key for spinal flexibility and protecting the back, essentially teaching you how to fold safely and efficiently.
These postures promote spinal flexibility and help to release tension in the back muscles, while simultaneously emphasizing the importance of maintaining proper body mechanics to prevent injury.
The golden phoenix washes its feathers is a standing posture where you raise your arms and gently arch your back to open up the sternum and stretch the fasciae at the front of the body.
A back bend.
Yeah, but the book specifically cautions against just arching the lower spine and stresses the importance of arching the upper back to avoid injury. That's a crucial safety tip.
Definitely. Proper execution of this back bend is vital to target the intended areas of stretch in the upper chest and shoulders, while avoiding any unnecessary strain on the lumbar spine.
The iron bridge involves lying across chairs with your back arched to further stretch the front of the body,
It sounds intense.
with a reminder to actively tighten the buttocks to protect the lower spine.
This is a deeper back-bending posture that further opens the chest and stretches the anterior fascia, again with a strong emphasis on engaging the glutes to safeguard the lower back.
The iron bar is a more direct core strengthening exercise where you lie on your back with your legs raised, using your hands for support if needed.
Like leg raises. This exercise directly targets and strengthens the abdominal muscles, which are essential for core stability and providing support for the spine.
And finally, the book briefly mentions warrior poses as standing stances that can further develop your rooting and overall structural alignment.
Like from yoga.
It doesn't specify, but it acknowledges the broader context of martial arts and other movement practices that can benefit from and further enhance the foundational principles developed in Iron Shirt Qigong.
Gotcha.
Chapter 4 delves into breath alignment, really emphasizing the deep connection between your physical structure and the unimpeded flow of your vital energy.
Structure and flow, always connected.
It stresses the importance of making proper alignment an automatic, natural habit in your daily life.
This chapter underscores the importance of integrating correct posture into your everyday movements and activities so that it becomes an unconscious habit rather than something you have to consciously think about.
There's also a focus on cultivating a relaxed face, the inner smile,
The inner smile.
and maintaining a relaxed lower abdomen as key indicators of your overall tension levels throughout the day.
The inner smile is a fundamental Taoist practice for cultivating inner peace and promoting a state of relaxation throughout the entire body. A relaxed abdomen is also crucial for allowing natural and efficient breathing and energy flow.
Spinal elongation breathing is described as something you can practice both in the structural training position against the wall and even while doing door hanging.
Door hanging.
Yeah, literally hanging from a door frame, apparently. You inhale into the chest while actively visualizing your spine lengthening and then maintaining that length as you exhale.
This breathing technique helps to reinforce the spinal elongation that you achieve through the structural exercises, promoting better posture and circulation of energy and fluids along the spine.
The importance of proper head and neck alignment for the spinal elongation is really highlighted, even being referred to as the root of watchfulness.
Root of watchfulness. That's a very evocative image about how our head posture influences our entire being. It emphasizes the crucial role of the head and neck in maintaining overall spinal alignment and its connection to increased awareness and mental clarity.
Door hanging is presented as a practical way to gently traction the spine and improve your posture, increase flexibility, and develop a greater awareness of your psoas muscles.
Ah, the psoas.
Wow.
This exercise offers a gentle yet effective method for decompressing the spine and stretching the muscles of the torso, particularly the psoas, which plays a key role in posture, balance, and movement.
The chapter also includes specific shoulder alignment exercises and a description of how to use a rolled blanket to perform a back bend that effectively stretches the upper back and chest.
These exercises target specific areas of common tension and misalignment in the upper body, contributing to a more open and balanced posture.
Chapter 5, titled Body Construction Iron Shirt, dives deeper into the role of fasciae and the muscle tendon meridians in facilitating the flow of chi.
Back to the fascia.
It also introduces the fundamental concepts of the line of gravity and your body's center of gravity.
This chapter provides more in-depth look at the anatomical and energetic structures that Iron Shirt Qigong aims to influence, explaining how proper alignment helps to minimize unnecessary stress on the body and optimize energy flow.
The book outlines the three distinct layers of fasciae: superficial, deep, and subserous peritoneum, and their respective functions. It also provides brief overviews of various key muscle tendon meridians.
This section gives you a foundational understanding of the extensive network of connective tissue and the energetic pathways that are engaged and strengthened through consistent Iron Shirt practice.
The concept of cleansing the bone marrow is revisited, now explained as a process of transforming sexual energy and further cleansing the internal organs, all deeply connected to the microcosmic orbit circulation.
This highlights the Taoist principle of transmuting vital energies for the purposes of enhancing health, vitality, and spiritual development, with the bone marrow being seen as a crucial site for this transformative process.
The chapter concludes by emphasizing the critical need for balance in developing not just the fasciae, but also the tendons and the overall flow of qi. It's not about overdeveloping one aspect at the expense of others.
That makes sense. This underscores the holistic nature of Iron Shirt Qigong, which requires a balanced and integrated approach to conditioning all the interconnected tissues and energetic systems of the body for optimal health and function.
Chapter 6 shifts to the practical aspects of developing a daily routine, recommending morning practice as ideal,
Good time to set the tone.
suggesting a sample weekly schedule of exercises, and importantly, emphasizing the need to start gradually and build up over time, 15 to 30 minutes a day to start.
This provides valuable and actionable advice for anyone looking to incorporate Iron Shirt principles into their lives in a sustainable way, highlighting the importance of consistency and patience, especially in the initial stages.
The book also points out that the core principles of Iron Shirt can be applied even in everyday situations. Things like finding relief from back pain while traveling or practicing spine elongation while standing in line.
That's cool.
It really makes the practice feel much more integrated into daily life, doesn't it?
It highlights the adaptability and real-world applicability of Iron Shirt principles, allowing practitioners to experience the benefits even when they're not engaged in formal practice sessions.
Finally, Chapter 7 shares Iron Shirt Qigong experiences, testimonials from various students. Gunther Weil, a psychologist, speaks to the precision of Iron Shirt, filling a significant gap in his previous Qigong experience, especially after feeling energetically blocked.
These personal accounts offer valuable insights into the diverse ways that individuals with different backgrounds and experiences can benefit from incorporating Iron Shirt Qigong into their lives.
Roberta Prada, an opera singer, found that Iron Shirt practice significantly improved her vocal technique by promoting relaxation, grounding, better breath control, and enhanced energy flow. That's a fascinating and unexpected application.
It beautifully illustrates the wide-ranging benefits of Iron Shirt, extending beyond purely physical strength to enhance performance in disciplines that require fine motor control, breath coordination, and a strong energetic presence. Really interesting.
An advanced student named Michael shares his personal journey, describing experiences with enhanced energy circulation, a deeper sense of rooting, increased internal warmth,
The internal heat.
and even the feeling of his body being able to push out illness. He also highlights the importance of receiving physical pushing from a partner for refining posture and how Iron Shirt has helped him manage mental stress during long work hours.
Michael's detailed testimonial provides a deeper understanding of the more subtle, energetic experiences that can unfold with dedicated practice, as well as the tangible benefits for both physical and mental well-being. His emphasis on partner work underscores the value of external feedback in refining one's internal alignment.
He even considers Iron Shirt a higher form of Qigong due to its deeply internal nature.
Interesting perspective.
Other anonymous testimonials mention things like experiencing clicks in the hips and a greater sense of space within the body, feeling more connected and grounded during Tai Chi practice, finding a balance between gentleness and strength, increased energy levels, and breath holding capacity.
Wow, lots of benefits reported.
A profound sense of rootedness, the back feeling more unified and strong, the opening of the microcosmic orbit, the unblocking of energy channels in the legs, and a general sense of profound self-discovery and inner understanding. It really paints a picture of a deeply transformative practice for many.
These diverse experiences further illustrate the multifaceted benefits of Iron Shirt Qigong, touching on improvements in structural alignment, energy flow, physical sensations, and a deeper level of inner awareness and connection.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's clear that Iron Shirt Qigong is a comprehensive system deeply rooted in Taoist principles. It's not just about building external muscle, it's about cultivating a profound internal strength by conditioning the fasciae, organs, and bones,
The whole internal structure.
all while actively working with and cultivating your vital chi energy. It's a truly holistic approach to well-being that touches on the physical, emotional, and even spiritual aspects of who we are, going far beyond just surface-level physical fitness.
Absolutely. We've explored the fundamental concepts and practices as presented in Mantak Chia's Iron Shirt Qigong is, providing you with, hopefully, a solid foundational understanding based directly on the source material you shared with us.
And that brings us to our final thought for you to consider. How might consciously engaging with your body's deep internal structures and subtle energy flow, in the way that Iron Shirt Qigong describes, potentially shift your own perception of what true strength, resilience, and overall vitality really mean in your everyday life?
Hmm.
What subtle energies within yourself might you begin to sense if you directed your focused attention inwards?
This raises a fundamental question about our relationship with our own bodies and the largely untapped potential we have for cultivating a deeper level of internal awareness and enduring strength. Lots to chew on there.
If this deep dive has sparked your curiosity, we highly encourage you to explore Mantak Chia's other insightful works and the broader universal Tao system. There's clearly a rich and interconnected landscape of practices there that could offer you further pathways for profound self-discovery and enhanced well-being.
Definitely worth looking into if it resonates.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.